To the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Escaping the and a big loss here as he's taken down. Mean Joe Green. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. Throwing on 3rd and long. Cunningham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. So on 4th down, Andy Reid decides to send in the field goal unit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. 6-0 our score after 1. On 1st down, Dickerson. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. He'll get this to Eckler. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a 1st down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Hey, hold on. 81. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cunningham. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. On 1st down, Mahomes. They set up the screen to Bo. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you roll out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
Now, can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards? They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Cunningham forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Cunningham to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Echo. Mike 56. Mike. Correct. Hey, 15, 15, 15. Watch the safety creep.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Mahomes going to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So we've reached halftime here at a low-scoring affair. 6-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Let's go, let's go!
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald with a sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
Check hot route. Hot. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Easy. Mike's 50.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for KC, 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You're going to see me in your nightmare. March 50, March 50, March 50. Watch the back,
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. Now Cunningham. And a first hookup with his veteran tight end, Dallas Clark. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem from me.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Cunningham. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Cunningham. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Chiefs take over first.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Cunningham now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. 13 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Now a 1st down throw, Cunningham. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Cunningham looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Josh Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Here's Ray Guy now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Cunningham. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Check safety, check safety. Go, go. Safety.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And this one is right down Broadway. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL.